How's it going, folks? And you're very welcome along to the Motorcycle Hour podcast, brought to you by Clonegale MCC. Before we kick it off, just a massive shout out to our sponsors, Terence Healy Motorcycles. Terence Healy Motorcycles is a one-stop shop for all your motorcycle needs, stocking a large range of quality used motorcycles and also a main Honda dealer for the Midlands. They also offer the latest gear and motorcycle gear and accessories, and Terence Healy's is an approved RSA training centre. So check out their website on thmotorcycles.ie. Also, a massive thanks to motorcycletraining.ie for sponsoring the podcast. For all your motorcycle training requirements for IBT or any pre-test requirements, check out motorcycletraining.ie. Before we kick it off, we do also want to mention that this podcast is intended for an audience of 18 years and older. So just remember this when deciding where and when you listen. How's it going, folks? And you're very welcome back to the Motorcycle Hour podcast. We're on to episode number 47, and myself and Ross McQuaid are going to have a bit of a round table discussion this evening about all things biking and a couple of plans we have for next year, as well as talking through a couple of trips and a few bits and pieces we've learned and maybe learned the hard way over the past couple of months. Before we do kick it off, I want to say a massive thanks to everybody that got in contact after last week's pod. We had, of course, the one and only Philip McCallan on. Got great feedback from it. We're delighted to have him on, and we have a couple of plans maybe in the future about perhaps doing a live podcast up there. So that's something to maybe look forward to. Ross, how are you getting on, man?
Sound? Dying with the heat, for sure.
It is. It
so
is.
Everybody else.
It is. It's sweaty ball season.
It is swamp crotch.
100%.
Yeah.
Tell everybody, where were you last week? You weren't here.
I wasn't. I was in England. I was at Bloodstock.
What was that like?
Hot. Hard drinking for 4 days, and the fifth day I had to give up. And then, I was hard drinking when I had to give up.
While I was talking to you, I said I better ring you. I'm like your mum, and I rang you Sunday to make sure you were alive. And then you said you weren't drinking. I said, by Jesus, that's the worst.
But tell you what was gas. Did I tell you about the Guinness tent?
No.
So they normally have a Guinness tent, sponsored by Guinness, whatever. And we got there, and it's always in the same place.
Yeah.
And went straight there on the Thursday when the venue first opens. Get there. No fucking Guinness. It's a stout tent now. And they were telling us Diageo wouldn't come to ball and give them enough money to put a tent there.
Would you stop?
So they told them to go fuck off, right? But this is the thing, right?
Yeah.
They had a load of like craft stouts.
Yeah.
And they were shy.
Oh, man.
And I had one or two of them, and I went back up for a third time to try another one. They had like 6 of them or whatever it was.
Oh,
and your one goes to me, we've been told this one tastes just like Guinness. And I says, who the fuck told you that? And he said, I don't know, but he was Irish. And I said, well, I'm after drinking it. I'm Irish. It's shite. It was like fruity stout. It was,
Jesus Christ, man.
But fast forward 2 days. One of the boys I knew there, Dale, he texted me, man, Guinness is back on. I was like, you're fucking shitting me.
Yeah.
Legged it straight over. They'd sellotaped a Guinness tap on. Apparently they had the bow to pressure because everyone in the whole venue was giving out.
There's a ball of people drinking Guinness now. Guinness is a woeful popular drink now.
Oh, it is, yeah. Even on a hot day, like, you're drinking it that fast.
Yeah, but see, I would couldn't drinking on a hot day now, man. That just ruled me out. Would you? Yeah. I would, yeah. It's like, the way people went through this phase of drinking all these IPAs, man. They're shy. I haven't tasted an IPA that's nice. No. They taste like there's windling in them or something.
Yeah,
they're rotten.
Or like when they haven't washed the bleach out of the glass or something.
Oh, Jesus, no, thanks. Come here, we better start talking a little bit about motorbiking.
I forgot we were doing that.
Yeah, I suppose that's why we're all here in the whole job. Just looking at Terence Healy's earlier on, man, there's a load of 1,000 SXs that's been sold. We were giving Jab a stick about them.
Nothing, but he's selling every single. He can't keep them.
I know, honest to God, man. They must be lucky we have to get over and get a spin on one because they just seem to be like everybody can't be wrong. Do you know what I mean?
No.
They just seem to be absolutely flying out the
smoke
fucking door.
Fire, really.
Yeah. And did you notice as well, people? It's grand and peaceful here this evening, isn't it?
I know.
You can get used to this. There's
nobody sitting in the high chair in the corner.
Honest to God, yeah. You know? Throwing the ties out with the pram.
Swinging his legs off. He can't touch the ground, having to pick him out of the chair after. Like.
The Chaz now here. The Chaz off sudden himself somewhere. So we've a bit of peace and quiet now tonight. So it's just grand. We'll just make the most of it, man.
The only thing is he probably won't even be able to work Spotify tomorrow to listen to this.
Why?
Actually, that can't work.
That's
If
true.
I have to win with technology.
Oh, he'll
No,
listen
we
to
love
it when he
him.
comes
We love
back.
him.
We do love him, of
We
course,
do love
but
him,
by
but
Jesus, oh
but-
my God. Every time he tries to do one with like a computer, it reminds me of that episode or that part of Zoolander. Remember? the files are in the computer. Throw the computer out through the window. Classic. Absolutely brilliant. Come here. Yeah, no, we were just talking there earlier on. We were deciding what we kind of wanted to base the whole podcast on tonight. Like, and obviously we have a good few trips done this year and we have a few plans afoot for next year. We mentioned on the podcast about maybe going to Normandy and we got some great messages in from people, just a couple of tips. And one lad did message in, and his name has escaped me at the minute, but I will find it out in a second, about going over on through the Channel Tunnel. That's supposed to be mad cheap. And it's quick as fuck.
Yeah, I've gone through the Channel Tunnel before. It's weird.
Yeah.
No, I did it in a car, and they just kind of bring you on to like, you nearly swear you're on a cattle trailer.
Yeah, yeah.
And you just kind of stay in that thing. Now, it doesn't take long.
How long does it take?
Jeez, it wasn't long now.
No, an hour.
I'd say something like that, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't remember where because you can get off, I think, at 2 or 3 spots the other side.
Oh, can you, yeah?
I think that goes all the way to Paris, doesn't it?
I don't fucking know.
Well, that's the Eurostar. I think the car one might only go to the port.
The port, yeah. Yeah, so like there's no, I've seen YouTube videos and stuff on it. Like I watched a couple of the Mist and Flyers videos and he's been on it. So like from what I gather, there's no, you stay with your bike or your car. There's no like bar. Or
No. It's like a cattle trailer.
It's just like cattle trailer.
Yeah, you just go on there. With the car one, I think there was 2 or 3 in the carriage or whatever it was, like, and you just kind of stay there. You could get out of the car, but now like it's not like you were going for a massive. You couldn't see fuck all. There's no windows or nothing.
Yeah,
but in the carriage we were in,
yeah.
But it wouldn't be a bad idea, like.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. I'd love to do it now, just for the crack, just to try it. You know what I mean?
Then you're looking at
Ferry to Holyhead.
Ferry to Holyhead, so that's 3-4 hours. Then London is because you're heading towards London. You're 6 hours there, then Dover's another hour and a hour to 2 hours the other side, and then
right.
You know,
so probably wouldn't be a whole lot quicker.
I don't think it'd be quicker. No.
I don't know. It's hard to know. I wouldn't mind doing it now just for the experience.
Yeah, but you could do it if you were doing a trip. Like you could plan to say go to Holyhead, go halfway down, stay a night in London or something.
Yeah.
Not that you want to be leaving a bike in London now. But
back in London, mate.
Back in London. So my own fucking man.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I don't know. We'll have to discuss it out and see what the plans, what way to go about it. But we need to start planning something anyway. Obviously, we were chatting kind of as a group about doing a trip next year. We've kind of whittled it down to going to the Isle of Man. We had whittled it down to going to the Isle of Man TT, but us in our naivety thought it'd be as simple as, I sure tell you what I'll do. I'll go over and see what sailings are available. And it turns out none at all.
Oh, no, well, there's no spaces. There's loads of sailings.
There's loads of sailings, but there is no spaces whatsoever. So like...
But as the boys did say, it can be a kind of thing that everyone books it straight away and then figures out during the year if they can actually go. Yeah. But now we'd be trying to book for 11 or 12 people. Like,
that's what I'm wondering.
Which is kind of impossible.
Exactly.
If you're
that's
just going on your Todd, like, you get it.
Someone says, that a load of space is open up around, I think, February. You have to pay the balance or something. So, again, we'll put it out to our listeners. Has anybody had any experience in that? Is it a thing that many spaces, like, would it be possible for 12 lads to get to, the sailings, like, with that many open up? So I don't know if that doesn't go where we've decided, a second chance. I'd just love to go to TT, obviously, because Kevin Keys is going to be at it. Now, I know he's going to the Southern as well, but I would like to...
the actual full-blown TT experience.
I would, yeah. Because I've never been at it, like, you know what I mean? So I would like to go.
Neither have I, actually.
No. Well, like, you've an excuse. You're only new enough to the bikes, you know what I mean? I've no excuse. But,
exactly.
Yeah, I know, but look, money, lad. It's all money and time. Do you know what I mean?
Spending my money all over this fucking place.
Speaking of which, the new podcast room looks the job, man. It's starting to take shape.
Fair play, yeah. No, it turned out
reasonably well.
Reasonably well, yeah.
There's a few patches there. There's a couple of spots there that has Kieran Riley's name written
all
over
it.
Man.
It's very trying to spell his name.
Honest to God, yeah. That is Kieran Riley to a T.
Few more bits to add to the place now, just to home away from home.
It looks the part. Man. I have to say, she's coming along well. I couldn't give you a hand out that weekend because I was absolutely flat out. But you're looking, there's plenty more bits and pieces to be done over the next couple of weeks.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? We are going to be starting. We have it like in our heads for episode 50, which is fast approaching. That we'll be doing full video podcast that's the plan anyway. We just need to, first of all, get a camera, and second of all, figure out how to do it.
Yeah.
So, we'll watch
we
this space.
figured out how to get this far.
Well, that's true, Joe, I suppose. Yeah. How far this is, I don't fucking know. But we tried. We'll have to suss it out and see. As well as that, we do want to mention as well Kevin Keys before we go on talking any more about it. We have obviously seen people see on our social medias. We have officially got a plan in place for the Kevin Keys fundraiser.
Yep.
It is happening the 11th of October. Bikes are meeting over at Gaelic Burger in County Kildare at 11:30. I think the plan is to depart around 12, I think.
Yep.
12, half 12 or something along the lines of that.
Yep.
We're going to go from there, a great little spin actually across, and we're going to kind of go across country to the Kinnegad Plaza, and we'll be meeting hopefully more bikers there. And then from the Kinnegad Plaza down to Terence Healy's.
Learner friendly as well.
Learner friendly spin, exactly. There'll be no blackguarding on it, 110%. Allegedly. No, we'll keep the child at the fuck at the back.
Yeah.
And we'll have manners. So that's going on. We'd appreciate everybody's full support. As the fella says, you know, lads like Kevin Keys don't come around every day of the week. And, you know, for such a phenomenal talent and a local lad to us as well. But of course, you know, obviously an Irishman going out to take on the British Superbikes and, you know, do what he's doing with road racing and Isle of Man and the Southern and Armagh, like, you know, he's not there to make numbers. Like he's you know, he's,
And he was like, I had a brief chat with him about the cost. Like, even the cost of tires.
it's unbelievable. Like it is.
Fucking hell.
It is, to be fair. And like what people probably don't see, the other side of it, Kevin Keys is no different than probably any of us in the sense that he's got a partner, he's got young kids, he's trying to get a house for himself, he's working his day, he works his 9 to 5s, he's on the buildings and driving machines and all that, works hard, tries to get the family life balance and puts every single cent that he has into the racing. And you know, he's after coming on like leaps and bounds. He's one of the like he's been earmarked by the Isle of Man and by different, you know, people, everybody, you know, that he's going to be the one to watch, the star of the future. So like, as I say, and this is in absolutely no way, shape or form a dig at any GAs or any other sporting associations, but it's not too often lads that are racing, you know, looking for a few bob to help out. It's not like we'd be going to people every week saying, "Jez, would you throw us a 10 or 20 euros towards such a cause?" This is a kind of a first for us anyway, and we just really, really, really appreciate everybody to get on board. There's if you can't make it, well, exactly. We've prizes coming as well. There'll be a raffle on the day. Anybody that can't make it, or certainly any companies that want to get involved, or anybody that wants to throw a few bob, you'll see there's a Revolut link on the poster. It's on our social media. You'll have it. I'll share it again after this podcast. You can go on and tap the Revolut, and money's going straight to Kevin Keys. So yeah, again, we really, really appreciate
Every little helps, as Tesco says.
As Tesco, every little helps, man. 110%, yeah. But so that's the plan. Anybody that wants to get involved in that again, or any companies, any sponsors, please get in touch and we'll put you in the right direction, as the fella says, you know?
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan. Talking on bikes, obviously, we're after doing a good few spins this year, and I know it's something that's after coming up over and over on the podcast. But like, of all the highs this year and all that, like between buying bikes and going to rallies and our own rally and this, that, and the other, the one thing I'm the most happiest that we took part in this year is the Irish Photo Rally.
I got my link the other day.
Did you get it?
I got that. Well, I haven't put the photos on.
Okay.
Finally fucking did it.
right.
7 months after doing half of them, like.
Yeah, but
What we on now? We're on 16.
16 pints now, I think. Are we 16 or more?
There's 4 left up the north. There's Sligo one, there's 3 other ones up there, and there's 3 down the bottom.
3 down the bottom. That one,
No, there's 4. No, 3 down the bottom.
We have to do the one in... There's one in Donegal.
Yeah.
There's one in Sligo. Is there 2 in Sligo?
There's kind of 2 up that way, and there was the one that was near Armagh. Me and you were talking about doing it if we had time.
Yeah.
But we didn't have time.
We didn't have time to do it. So that's them ones. Then we've got to do the one in... Is it Newcastle West?
Newcastle West.
The one in Cork, and the one in Dingle.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
That's the 24 of them done. We'll surely get to do a few more anyway.
I'd say we won't get to 24.
You reckon? That's a very defeatist attitude now.
Yeah, but just thinking about between now and it's the end of October, you have to do it, I think.
Yeah, but like, you mow them over there handy. Like, if you really put your mind down to it, if we didn't have Cha with us, right, and me and you put our mind down to it, we'd mow them 4 ones up in the north in a day if you wanted it. If you really wanted it. Like.
It's I don't really want to do that.
Sure, it'd be grand.
No,
lad.
like you do it. You leave early, and then you go up and you stay the night somewhere.
Yeah.
You'd have to break it up. It'd be way too much.
Yeah.
The ones down south, you might be able to bomb them. Like, but you'd be doing motorway and just dive off to get the point and dive back.
You see, Dingle's a good spin now. Like the one in Newcastle West is a piece of piss, and that one in Cork, it's handy. Like it's this side of the city, kind of. But then the spin, the Dingle now is a good old spin. Like if you want to go down, you wouldn't do it down and back in the one day. Well, you would, like, but jeez, it'd be some animal of it.
It should be the same with the one up the north. That one up in Donegal is a nightmare.
Yeah, that is true. That is a woeful spin up. Like, yeah.
So
but still, I'm kind of determined.
You're looking at 2 weekends.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I'm interested to see because this is our first year doing it. I'm mad to see like it is addictive. Like I don't know if you find this. Like I'm already wondering.
Look, it's one of these things that when you start it, I think, and I kind of gone it this way now. I think we're in silver medal already. Are we? Oh no, we're in bronze.
Bronze, yeah,
right,
yeah.
Because right, the jump between bronze and silver is like 6 points or something like that.
Yeah,
I think it's like, or is it 8 points? Because it's like 12 points is bronze.
I don't think it's 12. I think it's 16 to 18 points is bronze, man.
No, it's lower than that.
Is it?
I think so. I could be wrong. On a phone.
Yeah, I think it was 12. I think it was 16 to 18 points for bronze, and then 18 to 20 for silver.
I said to be careful. What was I on the internet last night?
Oh, McQuaid. I don't want to look at that fucking search history. But as I say, that is the one thing I have to say. Like it does exactly serves the purpose that it does, is to get you on the bike and get you out to places. But do you ever find now, if you're driving along the country, that you'd see an out ruin of a castle or something, you'd say, I wonder would that be playing next year? Was I right?
No, I was right.
You were right.
Yeah.
What does it say?
Where is it? Went past it. To qualify for a photo award, a minimum of 12 points. What's the awards? Oh.
No, okay. I don't know where I was fully sure it was like 16 to 18.
Where, how? 12 locations. I think it's like 18 points for...
Is it? You could be right.
18 for silver. Or it could be 20 for silver.
I don't know.
I think that the gap between silver and gold was an awful lot closer. And this is what I was going to say to you. It's like, if you get a bronze, you get a bronze. But if you get a silver, it's like, oh, fuck it, I should get a gold. Because there was only like 3 or 4 more points, whatever it was.
I know.
So
If
you're going, you either go for bronze or gold, really.
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
We still have to figure out, like, what's the awards thing at the end?
I don't know. I think that they have like a dinner or something somewhere at the end. Yeah, I don't know what way that works. I haven't got a clue. I have no idea.
If anybody's listening that is involved with
that, let us know. Yeah, because it'd be good crack to go to that now, in fairness, you know.
No, look, I've really enjoyed it.
I have to say, yeah, I definitely have. I need a pint of brought you to good old roads, and there's always a story to be told at the end of it too.
Somebody dropping a bike.
Someone dropping a bike or allegedly knocking somebody off a bike.
Yeah. Good crack. Like,
yeah.
But it does kind of show, it annoys you at the same time because you don't have the right bike for it.
Yeah, no, 100%. I don't know, did we tell that story in the podcast? Me knocking Davina off her bike?
I don't know if we told. We definitely said about me falling off. But that was the same day. That
was the same day. And Brian, did Brian fall off that day or was he with us that day?
No, that was the day me, Brian, and me, Brian and Chow fell off at separate stages.
Correct. Yeah. And the day I knocked Davina off, Eamon's bike wouldn't start at one stage, our Eamon.
Yeah.
Then your mate Eamon nearly ran out of petrol a couple of times.
Yeah. There was something wrong with his thing. It was just redlining the whole time.
Yeah, that's right. And then we pulled into a place which we thought was a petrol station.
It was a coffee shop.
It was a coffee shop.
With no toilet.
With no toilet. Built on a petrol station. It was at the forecourt and I was there. And then I must have been on the Tiger, was I?
You were on the Tiger, yeah.
I was on the Tiger.
Actually did all of them on the Tiger.
Oh yeah, correct, yeah. And Davina had the CBR 600, I think, at the time.
Yeah.
And she pulled in beside me and we were just getting ready to go. And of course, my bike was on the side stand. But as I lifted the bike up, my pannier just knocked her clean over and she fell on the ground. But there was a massive glass window. And all the people were sitting there having their coffees, looking out at the whole office. Jeez, man, it was shocking. I jumped off, I fell around the place laughing for 5 minutes, then I picked the bike up.
I think myself and it was Paul who sat there. I can't remember who was beside me. I was just pulling out.
Yeah.
And I just looked over and all I could see was Davina on the ground and you kind of scrambling over there. I was like, what in the fuck is
happened there?
2 seconds ago is what you
No, yeah, I thought, Jesus Christ, yeah. And then you fell off at the castle, was it?
I fell off at the castle, yeah. I fucking thought it was gravel and it was muck.
Yeah.
And just fucking front wheel locked up and went, Brendan! Whoopsies,
holy shit. You blame me for stuff falling off the bike. Holy Jesus Christ. Now that was a good old day. Then
Yeah.
we done. Then another week we done the one that was the Postman's Hut and all. That was good old crack.
Yeah.
That was a Savage Road all up. We done the Postman's Hut. What else did we do that day? We done that church
Is the church
in Cavan. The Postman's Hut.
No, that was the not the, that wasn't the same day.
Wasn't it?
No, that was the day Podge and James were with us. We did the thing up in Longford,
Oh yeah.
and we did the Postman's Hut, and we did another one that day as well.
Did we not do that church in Cavan? No?
Oh, the church in Cavan.
Church in Cavan. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we did 3 that day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then where else? Obviously, yeah, when we were doing the spin down. Like, in fairness, because we had obviously planned we were going to do that loop for the 5 days down to Killarney for Bike Fest and
Yeah.
all around. But if you hadn't planned on doing that, it would have been an awful lot harder to do them pints because they're a fucking fair spin as well. Like, one of them
Yeah.
is right over near Belmullet. Like,
Yeah.
it's a fair old spin over.
Yeah, I think we planned that one a little bit wrong, and when no weather kind of played in our favour, that we were doing less riding the first day and more riding the second day because it was raining the first day.
Yeah,
But I think if we're doing something like that again, you'd have to break it up more.
you would. You would.
Because you were left with a little bit. No, you were all right in the Tiger because you had the right bike for that. But like my back was in bits. Like
Yeah.
by the end of the second day,
Yeah, yeah.
you know.
But that, like, yeah, I suppose, yeah. But then again, like, the thing about it is, if you do the 24, as we were saying, we're talking about getting the pints. If we've done the 24 this year, then next year, adding less than the full amount to be,
Oh yeah, it'd be
you'd have
pointless.
to, it would be pintless. Like, you just feel like you'd have to do it every year. Do you know what I mean?
You would have to go for it. But now, like we kind of we could have done a little bit more maybe at the start. We didn't do a few for a while
Yeah.
because we were going to one. We were going to one, and should I filled the Phaser 6 with diesel.
Oh, Jesus
And
Christ.
you just got the Tiger. And
Yeah.
to be fair, you've never risen to me. You've never gotten take with me. When you came to siphon the tank out, I was like, oh, jeez, he's fair take.
I wasn't taking
Ah,
all
no,
that.
you were just because you just got the Tiger.
I was only after
And-
getting the Tiger,
and
yeah.
you were man for a spin. It was
Correct.
We were just going to like, oh fuck it, we'll just go. We were only going to do the Kildare one,
Yeah, that's
and
right.
we were just going to go over there and back. It was like, I don't know, 2 hours. We're spin
Yeah.
out, spin there and spin back. Like,
Yeah,
and you're like, oh, fucking, that was a lovely day.
it was.
But I was seedy as fuck.
You are seedy, man. There's no pain. That's why you done it. That's how you ended
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
I just never fucking forget that. I just like walking in, still with the comms on, and I just hear, oh, bollocks. And I just looked over straight away, and I could just see straight away the petrol nozzle was still on the yoke. I was like, you did not, lad. Filled it to the fucking neck. And then was it the week after? That was that week. Was it the week after then we were going to do the one in Hollywood and the Venus bike broke down?
Yeah. I don't know wwhere we were going, but we were going to do a point, and her bike broke down.
Her bike broke
And
down.
I nearly had a heart attack trying to jump you.
Oh,
Because it was me, you, and Cha.
yeah.
The Venus Electrics went. And you were the only one that really knew how to bump start a bike, but obviously I had to push you.
Yeah.
So then you had the Tiger, which was too tall for Davina to ride,
Yeah.
and too tall for Cha to ride.
Correct.
Cha was on the Gixxer, I'm assuming.
Z, was he? He was on the
Can't
Gixxer
remember-
Z,
can't remember
yeah.
what he was on.
Yeah.
So Davina had to ride she rode my Phaser
Yeah.
back as far as
My in-laws.
Philip and Laura's.
Yeah, yeah.
But I had to keep bump starting you. So I was at the back of you. So you'd go for about 100 yards and then you'd look back and I was like, right, jump off the Tiger,
yeah.
run past them all, push you,
Yeah.
get you started, leg it back. You'd all tear off without me. I'd have to leg it back, jump back on the Tiger, get that going up the road, catch up to you, pull over again. I say I must have bump started you 20 times.
Honest to
And
God. Oh, jeez, it was cat. It was cat.
it was cat.
Got as far as my in-laws' house, and the little backstory behind that was my father-in-law, who is not into motorbikes, absolutely hates them. I had been telling him the week earlier that week. I said, because we were after getting new bicycles for doing a bit of cycling, and I had said to Philip, I says, I have a bike for you. You can have my old bike. And he was delighted. He was like, "Will you?" Yeah. I says, "No bother." Like genuinely. I says, "I'll drop it out to you one of the days." I says, "I'll leave it out in the shed." So he's like, "Geez, that'd be brilliant." Yeah, fair play to you. So anyway, he'll the hunt. The following weekend, Davina's bike breaks down. Their house was only about half a mile, maybe mile and a half down the road. So he's like, "Right,
Felt like 50.
yeah." I said, "If we can get it to there, we'll leave it there, and I'll pick it up in the van or whatever." Got it there. My in-laws, Debbie's mother and father, weren't there, so I wheeled it into the shed. And I know he wouldn't be in the shed too often anyway. Then about later on that evening, I rang him. I says, "Are you at home? Yeah, I dropped out that bike to you." "Oh Jesus, did you? Yeah. It's out there in the shed." I says, "Go and have a look at it and see what you think." I says, "Look," I said, "it's not great, but you're Louis as a starter." "Jeez, delighted, fair play to you." And I could just hear him walking out and opening the door. And then he just broke a shy laugh and he said, "Where the fuck is this after coming out?" But I think that was nearly the last spin. I think that bike was fixed and sold then after that. I think
Fairly soon after that, yeah.
Yeah, so that was that spin. Where did we end up going? We ended up going somewhere.
Remember that Savage place for breakfast?
Oh Lord, yes, that's right. Yeah, down to Ford, the village of Ford.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
for the breakfast.
Savage spin.
Savage spin, and you won us 100% sound.
Oh,
We were like
lovely.
starving, could not wait for a massive
This
turkey fry.
breakfast we've been promised.
Yeah.
This place is class for breakfast.
Class for breakfast. Never done breakfast ever. Not in 100 years did I do breakfast.
sandwiches.
Even sandwiches. No, all we had was what do we have? A fruit scone and a bit of cream and a whole lot. But it is a Savage spin. Any of the roads down around there, to be fair, if you're down around like that side of between that by Delvin, anywhere around there, it is absolutely class. What are you coming out here, McQuaid? A box of them.
Well, walk try and open it there.
The Chaz not here, lad. He won't drink. He won't drink
Chaz
the half
here,
of
so
them.
he'll be annoyed that I'm drinking all the Coke.
He'll be fucking alright, man. He'll be throw me one up there as well, boys.
That's why I was getting the box out.
I'll be just fair play to you. I have a mouth like Muhammad's flip flop boys with this
what's
heat,
your stuff?
and that is a cert. But that begs the question as well. Talking about bikes, like realistically, the Phaser. What's going to be the story? Try see if you could make a bit more.
It's like trying to hold in a fart at church. It's like I'll chance it. It'll be silent.
silent.
But at least the alarm's not going off this time.
That's a bonus. That's a bonus. Right, speaking of bikes, right, we'll get out of here now. What is the plan? Right, the Phaser, man, lovely bike, not a bother on it. Needs a bit of love, a bit of a TLC.
Needs a few parts.
Needs a few parts.
Cosmetic parts.
Cosmetic, but it's all cosmetic. It's all cosmetic.
Yeah, fuck it. Yes, it's grand.
But what is the plan for, like, say for instance, if we're going to the TT next year, what are you thinking?
I don't know. Like, you see, like, you wouldn't want to buy a bike just for the TT. I'd more be gearing myself now for 4 rally points.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Even 100% going forward.
Yeah. So like, I'm mad for going an SX, but is an SX the right bike for that?
See, this is the thing. Like, people on about SXs, and everyone says they're brilliant or this, that, and the other. Then I have heard it off a few very reliable sources that they're not comfortable. Depending on the person, again, of course.
This is the thing. Like if you're doing like, I'd say they're class for going from maybe small town to small town, like national roads, chewing them up like fuck, like, and you know, maybe big back roads, like say, you know, like say the road outside your house, not for the road outside my house.
No, 100%. Yeah,
you see,
I get you.
Like I don't think they're built for that.
What about the Tiger? Like, I know you only had a brief spin, but like it'd probably do you the world of good to get my Tiger and just fuck off.
Proper spin on it, something like that. I proper spin on it probably, but I sent you a link on them earlier. The fucking Tracer 9 GT.
Yeah, savage.
The new ones of them have a savage feature.
What's that?
It automatically turns off the indicator.
Oh Jesus, a few lads could do with that.
That's what I'm saying. Key needs
he needs that 100%.
Yeah, and Tony Moore will tell you I definitely need it as well.
Definitely need it
after Armoy.
yeah.
But like,
would you go brand new?
No, I wouldn't have the money for it.
No.
But it's still not cheap second hand. Like, you're still looking at, you know, fucking 6 or 7 grand for a nice one.
I know. I'd love a spinning one. I've never ridden one. I hear great things. I know, like, it seems to be an awful lot of lads are going for them. I don't know, man. It's like, realistically, when you think of it, if for the type of a bike you want for doing, say, like that, going away for a few days and bringing your clothes, you want something that's comfortable, powerful.
Yeah.
You know, it ticks all the boxes. Is economical, I suppose, in a way. You don't want a yoke that's absolutely breaking the juice. And something that looks well. That's the thing as well. You want a bike that looks well.
They look class, you know. It all depends on what are you going to be doing 90% of the time. Like, I can still have the Phaser there for the jaunt down to the fucking plaza, like we're probably going to do later on.
You could get the Phaser and you could like get it all touched up, get a new belly pan for it, have it absolutely mint, and have it sitting in the shed.
Were we talking about that on this? Were we?
What was that?
The belly pan going.
I think we might have met. No, I don't. Were we? I don't think we were. Since Armagh, no, I don't think we did. We did give that to Slimmer, no. So we were coming up the road from where were we?
Coming back
near Newry.
Near
Newry, yeah. And in fairness, I think that was the only part that fell off that weekend, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't.
What else fell off?
The Barway.
Oh, the bar end. You do go through bar ends, man.
It's
like
always the one on the
cigarettes.
right, yeah.
Oh, whatever's going on with
It was fighting with Chow when we were putting the bar end on the night beforehand.
Yeah.
Chow was like, "You're not going to change the other one to have a matching set." I said, "No, I'll keep that one for when this one falls off." And about 48 hours later, fucking thing, it's above in Belfast somewhere. Like.
Honest to God, yeah. So the bar end, yeah, that's right. The bar end fell off first. Then we were coming. Then it was kind of. Everything was going grand. We had a savage weekend at the race and we'd done the photo rally pints as well. Went to the dark edges, which I think I don't know. I think we may have talked about this as well, but anyway, which was a bit disappointing because half the trees are gone. But yeah, so then we were coming on. We were heading for home. Everything was going grand. Of course, we had the comms on, and then there was just this merciful scream or shout of horror coming from McQuaid, and he was like, "Oh, boys, that's it! Whoa! No, pull in! Oh, something major's after happening here." And I was there, what the fuck is wrong with this, lad? So we wheeled into, I don't know where it was, some Starbucks or somewhere just off the M1. And McQuaid comes over with a lump of fiberglass in his hand. And I was there, what in the name of Jesus? Oh, yeah, the belly pan came off and went in about 1 million bits.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't mind, that was a savage bait. That looked class on it, yeah.
I'm fucking annoyed because the one that I found online, it's nowhere near as cool looking.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
So maybe people can reach out and anybody knows where you can get a nice belly pan for a Phaser 1000.
Would anyone like to donate one? I am fucking broke. I will pay for postage. But that's what
there might be somebody out there that'll have one. I don't know. But yeah, I'll have to put it on. But
it's a 2001 Phaser.
2001 Phaser.
Just in case anyone wants
I don't know what that. Yeah, because that obviously that was my bike.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's off something else. Like that's off a different bike. That's a part of a bike.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it's off.
It was cool. It was cool.
It was. Look, last one, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. You could get your new belly pan, get it all touched up. There's a lad that's a few of the bikes using for paint. He's supposed to be brilliant. Get it all touched up, and then have it the bike like my Gixxer that's sitting there when you want to bring it out for a spin. Just bring it out
because I do like it. Like there's enough poking at it.
Oh yeah,
you know?
100%. Well, there's loads in it. Like yeah, definitely. Yeah. Look, it's interesting. It's an interesting one. It's something to do. But then getting back to the bikes.
Yeah.
Like realistically, if you bite it down, you have a couple of options. You've got the SX1000 for that kind of a bike. You've got Triumph Tiger. You've got a GS. You've got a Tracer. You've got a Multistrada. Probably missing one or two, but that's kind of ballpark types of bikes.
Especially up that kind of power.
That power, straight bars with the panniers on it. That's that shape and style of a bike. I'd absolutely love a Multistrada, but just the stories you hear about how troublesome they are.
Yeah.
And then like there's, the cam belt and you have to change that and that. Just, oh man, that turned my stomach straight away. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Are you going to keep the Tiger for another year?
I am. I'm 100% going to keep for another year. I had it in my head next year. I said I'd like to probably change. And I was thinking probably along the lines of an SX or something along the lines of that. But again, I have to ride one first. But the bike is absolutely mint.
Like we're all on about the SX. They look class and they're not bad money.
But none of us have ridden them.
None of us. Well, Chad had to go on one. I mean, he fell in love with it. But this is the point getting back to it. It's like, what are you going to be doing 90% of the time? So yeah, the SX would be, I'd say, now again, none of us have ridden it. But it doesn't look like a bike that wants to go up my road.
No, I sort of agree with you there. I don't know. We
don't know. You haven't been on it, but
but
it doesn't like. It doesn't look like it's going to want to do that. Yeah. It will do it, like, but you're going to be fucking minded. Whereas you throw the Tiger up my road, oh yeah, sure, there's just a road. Yeah. It doesn't make any fucking difference.
The only bike I have to say that I very, very rarely hear bad reports about, and I probably didn't do it much justice because I only read it for 20 minutes, is the GS. Like everyone seems to rave. Like lads that'll buy a GS and they'll never buy another bike. It's always GSs. I go up to the 1250 or whatever, but everyone swears by them. Yeah. And they will do that. Like you'll sit comfortably on the motorway, 120, no bother whatsoever to them. You'll tackle any road on them whatsoever. Yeah. They're comfortable, they're reliable. They tick all the fucking boxes. I didn't particularly like the one I had very, very briefly, but then I didn't really give it a good enough fucking shot, to be honest with you,
No.
So what'd you think of a GS? You rode that one.
I rode that one.
What did you think of that one?
Didn't like it.
No.
But then again, I only took it up the road and I was still kind of fresh on bigger bikes at that stage. So
Yeah, but you think like if you bring a bike for a spin, that's like I know I was only on it for 20 minutes, but straight away I was like, no, I don't like this.
no, I didn't like the controls on it either. They were confusing.
Yeah,
They were
yeah.
they were counterintuitive. Like,
Yeah, no, you probably would get used to them, but
you get used to it. Like,
I
but-
just didn't like the suspension setup. And then,
No,
as
the-
I've heard, like, even like the Missing the Flyer when he was on was saying to me, he's like, everybody says the opposite. They absolutely love that Trump, whatever that suspension they call it, the front of it. I didn't like it at all.
it was too alive.
It was too light. Maybe we needed to change it, but like what I didn't like is the minute you power off, she was
Yeah,
diving down in front, and yeah, that wasn't for me. The Triumph Tiger, I know I keep saying it, and I can say it now because Chaz not here to fucking go or put his eyes up to heaven or whatever. I absolutely love that bike. Hand on heart, I absolutely love it. I was looking at some of the newer ones. Now the new ones, which I won't be able to afford anyway.
none of us.
No,
Cham might would if he comes back with a change.
yeah, absolutely. But they've changed it to like they're gone to the 1200. I don't really like that. But you can still get my shape on up to 15, 16. I absolutely love that Tiger. That's I have to say that, man. I would ride
It's a
that.
nice looking bike.
Yeah, I'd ride that anywhere all day, no hassle. There's very few bikes that I'd say that if someone said to me, I need you to ride that bike to Letterkenny now,
Yeah.
a lot of them, like if someone said to me, if you have to go to Letterkenny to Jigsaw, I'd say, oh, here, come out.
Yeah, but again, it's the right type of bike for the right type of
Yeah.
rider doing.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. No, I'm going to keep it. There's like I was a bit put off. There's 70,000. It's coming up on 70,000 kilometers on it, and I was like, you think usually when you think of a bike, you think, "Jay's at over 40,000 a bit," but then you see them. I've seen loads of them. I'm on a Facebook group there. There's ones with 200,000 miles on them.
Yeah,
But they're still going
Yeah,
strong.
but they're built for
Yeah.
big mileage.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so no, I'm going to keep it for another year. Like the bike, I have to say it is mint. Like there's no oil leaks on it, no stone chips, no nothing. Like the
No,
bike is
it's-
absolutely mint. Like
Spotless.
yeah, I might put a set of spots in the front of it, turn into one of those real fucking adventure tour fucking arseholes. I don't
Blind
know.
in every cunt behind you. Like.
Yeah, honest to God, yeah. No, I don't know. I'm definitely going to keep it for another year. I'd have no bother bringing that today, man. No hassle. Because
No.
one thing I love about the Tiger, you throw the boxes off it and you'll have as much fucking fun in a man as you will in a Jigsaw. It's not as fast, but you can throw it around the place. Like,
Well, it's not slow either.
no, it's definitely not slow. Like, it's not slow. There's plenty of power in it. Like,
Yeah, so that day we went out to 4, me, you, and Cha.
yeah.
Like you were giving it good out that day.
Oh yeah. And they're
That was
bendy,
one of the-
twisty fucking
Yeah,
roads.
that
like.
was like one of the first days you were on it.
Yeah. I love them, man. I think that's the day I absolutely fucking fell in love with it. And then there's an awful lot to be said for a bike when you get off and you're not, oh, just me back or me hip or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
the case may be, So I don't know. And then the thing about them, and if this is a common trait, I've seen loads of people talking about it, they're the most underrated or undervalued. Like you can buy them cheap as anything, man. I can't figure out why, if it's just because I know Triumphs traditionally would have had a bad name years, well, like for some of the electrics and stuff on them. And I know on some of the Tigers they've given bother and you have to change the battery leads and stuff. But by and large, man, they don't really give any bother and they're comfy and they look well. So why they're always as cheap as they are, I don't fucking know.
No.
I don't know. Maybe try a Tiger, man.
Look, as I said, the only spin I've been on it was a bad. You can't really. I didn't enjoy it that day because I was literally banjacked, running forward and back, jumping on this yoke and trying to
Yeah.
get used to it because there's an awkward gearbox on that. Like
Yeah.
I was trying to get used to that and me huffing and puffing 'cause not exactly built like a fucking athlete here. Like
You're not exactly Sonia Sullivan when it comes to running around. Do you know what I mean?
Chaining 40 fags a day and trying to push 20 stone plus a bike underneath it. Like that's not easy.
No, definitely not. No.
But
Running
like
around.
it was a comfortable position. Like
Yeah.
if, you know, if we,
Yeah, it is. I don't know. It's something that's definitely. I'd love to hear other people's feedback on bike stats. Like anyone saying the Tracer, I know a few people with the Tracer.
Yeah.
They rave about it. As I say, definitely the GS people rave about them. The Multistratas, anyone that has them are happy with them. But then anybody I know that has them, they're nearly brand new and like they're fucking mega money, man. I couldn't ever see myself spending that like on a yoke, to be honest. But there's another one I wanted to talk about. I was listening to another podcast during the week.
What?
I know.
There's
Fucking
other podcasts?
terrible. Well, I listened to all hours like 5 times. There is other podcasts, but they won't be as good, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
But one point that we're talking about, it was these bikes, and it's fairly common too. There's a lot of companies set up around Europe that if you want to go touring a section of Europe, you rent a bike, you go on a tour with them.
Yeah.
And one of the points that we're making, which I suppose does make sense when you think about it, like we're talking about, say, if you're going to the Pyrenees and touring around for a few days, right? obviously because we're all working and we all have set amount of holidays a year, and you know I've missus and kids and they want to get their summer holiday and all that jazz. So you're kind of restricted, and ideally, like I'd be pushing it for any more than 6 days, like.
Yeah.
But if you're going to the Pyrenees, there's nearly 2.5 days to get there, and 2.5 days back. So that doesn't obviously leave a lot of time for turning around. So that got me thinking then about going with some of these touring companies where you fly over, the bike is there, you pick your bike before you go, the route is mapped out, everything is there, and obviously you pay. Obviously, of course, you pay for it. But then, as they were saying on it, like, now they didn't give the prices, and I didn't look into prices. But you bear in mind, you bring in your bike, right? So whatever the ferry costs, if you were to go from, I don't know where you go if you're going to the Pyrenees, I'm not sure where you get off. But whatever to say, the ferry's going to be €500 or €600 probably anyway.
Oh yeah,
return, you know,
and the rest,
and the rest. So then in total, there's probably a minimum 4 nights. Say you'll be staying extra in hotels.
Yeah,
because
so
for traveling over,
£500 there.
Another 500. So you're up over €1,000 there in Australia. Then there's the fuel on your bike for getting over there, and all the bits and pieces. Add that all up, food, and them extra couple of days. If you added it all up versus what you'd have to pay to actually go over and rent a bike, and then you cut down. So then obviously you're flying straight over, say to Italy, for instance. You rent out the bike. It's everything set up for you. You spend 4 days touring around, whatever, 5 days, back to the airport, back home. So you have the whole lot done in 6 days.
Yeah.
There's a lot to be said for it.
There's a lot to be said for it, but did they map out your exact route?
Yeah. But they do map out your route, but like they would bring you, as the lads were explaining on it, like these guys know these routes. Like these guys know, like there's a map they go off and it's the most scenic routes ever.
Yeah.
And then there's different levels. Like some of it would be kind of off-roadish, but there's different levels for different riders. So like once you were open, honest about your skill level, there was lads saying, like people with absolutely zero off-road riding experience can go on these.
Yeah.
And
well, that's not too bad, so.
Yeah, like so. And then,
but one thing you take away is fucking the headache.
Yeah, well, definitely. Yeah.
So you just, like, it's way easier to hop on a flight.
Yeah. Go over and get the bike.
You're having to bring less gear.
100%. They bring.
You don't have the 5 days of fucking over and back. Like.
Yeah. They bring, there's like they have a van with a spare bike in it. So that if your bike breaks down or anybody's bike breaks down, you put you straight on a bike. Then the beauty about all your gear goes in the van. So you don't have to be going around with big panniers and carrying all that shit, you know?
Right.
Every hotel is booked for you the night you're staying. So you head off on the road. And then one lad, like he was saying, and I would this was the icing on the cake for me. He was saying that like over, it'd be very warm, like, but now you can bring your helmet, but you can get all the gear off them as well, like.
Yeah.
So he says when you get over there, some of the days it'll be 35 degrees. Like.
Yeah.
But he says when you get off the bike at your last destination, before you've, in the back of the van, they have a massive, massive cooler full to the neck of bottles of beer with ice. It's ice cold. It's in that all day. Yeah. And he said when you pull in at your last stop, he says, before you even get your helmet off, there'll be an ice cold bottle of beer put into your hand.
Yeah.
And he just says, oh my God, man. That just sounds like fucking heaven.
No, there's a lot to be said for it.
There is. And then as well, like, I don't have gear. I don't have riding gear for riding in 35 degree heat.
No, but none of us would really. Like.
No. What's that going to cost you? If you were deciding, right, we're going to go over there, I'll have to bring gear, you know?
Fuck's sake.
I'm telling you, the more I was looking in, I know, again, I didn't price it, surely. The prices of this could be absolutely astronomical, I don't know. But like, yeah, geez, it'd be definitely worth thinking about.
That's the thing, like, people would look at that and, you know, say if it was 2-3 grand, right? They'd say, sure, fuck that, no, should we do it ourselves? But like you said, like, say 2-3 grand up front. Yeah. By the time you start adding in all your bits for doing your own trip, you're on fucking 3-4 grand as well.
100%.
You know,
definitely.
They normally do work out. There might be a small bit more because they obviously have to make money out of it. Like.
Of course, yeah, absolutely.
But with them crowds, because I've done the couple of guided tours, like obviously the history tours with that. But like, say if you look for the price of the hotel on that night, it's £100. The tour company are only paying 90.
Yeah.
They're charging you 100. Because they're getting the rates, because they're using the same hotel as the whole time.
Yeah.
So these it'd probably operate something similar with these boys. They're using the same hotel as the whole time.
Yeah.
Like they're guaranteeing once a month I'll have 6 people there.
Yeah.
Do you know? And they will knock off a couple of quid and then
they would.
Do you know?
And then like say like I know one of the biggest thing in Ireland that kills companies like that is insurance. But I think that insurance seems to be an awful lot cheaper in these other countries. Yeah. So I don't know that discount. But then there's the other side of it. Obviously, we had the lads on from Overlanders.
Yeah.
I know lads recently that were going to Poland and they got their bikes shipped over to Poland. We're touring around Poland for a few days.
Yeah.
And like it might have been 700 or 800 euro to do it, I think. But then, like, again, sure, that's your ferry. And then there's all the days of getting there, do you know? So, like, I remember when the lads were on from Overlanders, I was kind of thinking to myself, geez, like, would there be, I didn't think there'd be as much of a demand, but sure, it makes perfect fucking sense. Why wouldn't you do that?
But as well, you're not banjacks. So say if you're going to the Pyrenees or say us going to Cherbourg or whatever like that.
Yeah.
Jumping on the bike that morning down to a ferry, wait for the cunt of a ferry, get on the ferry, fucking prick around in there for a day, whatever, like.
Yeah.
Then get off, get onto the bike, go to your first kind of stop. You've done 2 days travelling. You're half fucked.
Yeah.
And then you're starting your trip.
Yeah.
You know, so it's...
Yeah, and then any little mechanical issue on the way off would be just a fucking nightmare, like, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot to be said for it.
There's an awful lot to be said for it. As well as that, then going back to the crowds that you hire the bike off as well, as one lad was saying as well, he said, like, they'd have Multistratas, GS's, Kawasaki, fucking Suzuki V-Stroms, all that sort of stuff. It'd be all new. But he said, like, this one lad was saying that he was always wanting to, you know, see what a Multistrada was like. He was tying with the idea.
Yeah.
He says, what better opportunity? He says, I was get to go over there, ride it around for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's not my bike. I get to actually get a proper feel for it. Then for 2 solid weeks or a week or whatever length of time you're there for, then he says, I know I can go home and go, yeah, I've tested that bike. I know what it's capable of.
I want it or I don't, yeah.
Yeah, either want it or I don't, you know.
Yeah, it's something to be looked into.
It is, yeah. Yeah, definitely. There's an awful lot to be fucking said for it.
Yeah.
There's a lot to be said for it. Mira, we're not going to rattle on too much. This is just a sort of a brief bit of a chat, but we do want to mention as well before we do go, this weekend's rally is Archer County Rally is on in Timolan in County Kildare. O'Brien's pub in Kildare.
A big shout out to John Monks. He's promised he's in Archer County.
Yeah.
He's promised it's going to be a great session.
Absolutely.
He's very sorry that he missed ours because he was in a fucking Hoover car crash the day before.
Oh, but jazz, well,
remember that lad?
Yeah.
The car flipping.
Yeah.
Johnny Monks, I said I'd plug his.
Big shout out.
Yeah,
we're going to head over.
Good old school rally.
Yeah.
Burgers, beers, and a bit of crack, and plenty of bikes and plenty of fucking yarn. So that's on this week. Again, anybody that has that that's coming up in the next week or two, if you want to shout out or anything to be, spoke about, or a bit of a plug on the podcast, do not hesitate to get in contact with us. It's all, of course, obviously free of charge, and we'll if we can help in any way, shape or form promoting that, and for anybody more bike related or otherwise, we'll certainly be happy to do so. You know, absolutely. We're going to wrap it up for episode 47. We'll probably have the fucking angry little fucker himself back next week. Yep.
I don't know if I'm prepared for it or not. I'm not looking forward to it.
I don't know. I need a week off.
I need to get some of you trained up on how to do this so I can take a week off.
Oh, you fucking said this to you.
I know, but McQuaid, no, seriously. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, man. I just see flames coming out of the laptop. I just honestly,
but out of our group of esteemed gentlemen,
you would be the pick of them, which doesn't say a lot.
That doesn't say enough.
That doesn't say a fucking lot, to be fair, yeah. But we'll wrap it up for this week, folks. A couple of interesting guests coming up over the next couple of weeks. We'll have a bit of a better schedule and a bit of a better grasp on things next week. Again, before we do go as well, I have to say, don't forget about Kevin Keys' fundraiser again, that he on the 11th of October. And what is, Ross is after. Julie just reminded me of something there as well, but again, 11th of October, keep your diaries free. Gaelic Burger over in Kildare at 11:30. We're meeting there. It'll be taking donations on the day for Kevin Keys. Anybody that does want to jump on in the meantime, you'll see the Revolut link on our Facebook page and stuff like that. So you can jump on there and donate a few bob. We really appreciate it. And we're ending up in Terence Healy's in Tullamore, and Kevin will be there with the Fireblade and a few bits and pieces and Darracor. So you'll be able to go over and have a chat and get a picture and the whole job lot.
Speaking of Terence Healy
as well, a big shout out to Terence Healy for this week's Bike of the Week, and it is 2022 Yamaha Tenere 700, another bike we overlooked, we didn't mention.
Yeah, no, I was thinking of them.
Yeah, 700cc, you don't like?
Like, but plenty for what you're going to be doing on those back roads.
10%, lad. They're a great bike.
There
you go. We didn't even think of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's one to check out on the website, the 2022 Yamaha Tenere 700, and it is, of course, on thmotorcycles.ie, and there'll be a €250 Terence Healy Motorcycles clothing and accessory voucher included with this week's Bike of the Week.
Couldn't bet it with a big stick.
No, the J's is a big stick with your bet. We'll wrap it up there, folks. Have a good weekend if you're heading out, and we might even see us over at Arch County on Saturday.
Fair play, lads.
Over and out.